much as you can, young girls, as much as you can, watch the red flags and be careful who you lay down and have a child with. When I say it can destroy your life by having a child with the wrong person, it could destroy. And I see a lot of educated girls who their mamas poured a lot into, a lot of beautiful girls getting trapped with these lazy deadbeats. Hi, you guys, and welcome back to Vlogmas. Hi, guys, welcome back to Vlogmas. This morning, it's just me. It's not, Shorty Duop is not with me, okay? She is at school. And, y'all, I'm overwhelmed. I'm a little overwhelmed. And you know what? I have a lot of things that I want to accomplish today. Y'all see Peppa? Hey, Peppa, girl. I have a lot of things that I want to accomplish today. I do not know if I'm going to be able to accomplish them all. It's not like it is like really stressful stuff. It's actually very fun stuff. But even fun stuff can be sometimes overwhelming, right? So, listen. Yes, y'all see that mess? We have to pack all of those gifts. We have to pack gifts. We have to wrap gifts, right? I also need to go to the post office because if you don't know, I have a small business, Style Lounge Contemporary Clothing, for the girl boss that likes to play. So I have my own book. I have my own business. I'm also an author. And I'm currently working on a couple of new books. So I'm very busy. And that's aside from work. So yeah, I'm very busy. And so I need to wrap gifts. I need to ship a package from the business. I need running errands, but I did do something very responsible. Oh, I have therapy today. I do therapy. So ladies, take care of your mental health. Do what you have to do. After I had Gabrielle, I have been taking therapy on and off for like years, not because of like access to healthcare, thankfully, because I've been having the access to mental health providers. Now, granted, like a couple years ago, I did have a problem with like finding a therapist that wasn't so filled up. During the pandemic, I also had that problem when we moved back with finding a pediatrician and a new primary care doctor for myself. It did take some time. But luckily, my access to mental health has pretty much always been there, whether it was through the community, whether it was through healthcare. I had access to mental health support. But there's a lot of components that play into having a successful therapy or having a successful mental health experience. And sometimes if everything around you is not in alignment, whether it's your home life, your school life, your love life, your whatever it is that's pulling you in different directions, and also when you get to a plateau in your mental health experience, that can always slow you down. Or when you get to a hard time in your mental health experience and you may not be feeling your mental health professional that much, you could draw back. And so all of those different things has happened to me. But since I had the baby, making sure that my mental health is up to par has been like one of the biggest things for me. So I've been very, very consistent with my therapy. So I have therapy today. And I'm excited about that. I feel y'all. I feel everybody that have their withdrawals with mental health. Because you have to want to do the work. You have to be courageous. You have to be persistent for yourself. You have to be motivated in this, because you might not like your therapist. You might need to find a new therapist. Sometimes it can be a rocky experience, but it's almost like a fight. You just have to keep swinging to get to where you need to go. And that's how I feel like I'm doing. Like some weeks, I don't want to go to therapy. I don't even want to look at my therapist. I don't want to be bothered with her. I don't like her profession. I don't like her as an individual. And a lot of times, it's my personal experiences are the reason why I feel like that. And I realize that. And I realize that when I'm overwhelmed, I don't want to go to therapy. And really, that's the time when I should be going. But also, it's because sometimes you like therapy. I'm sorry to divert a little bit, but therapy is sometimes it's a lot of listening and not a lot of talking. And I feel like me growing up, I did a lot of self-reflecting for myself. So sometimes when I'm speaking out loud, I'm giving myself my own answers, and I'm looking for a different perspective. And sometimes my therapist is quiet, and I'm like, girl, you should be cooking up some answers. But in their profession, they are trained to listen, not all the time give direction. And I think with my therapist now, that is a little bit of my withdrawal, that she doesn't give a lot of direction. She does more listening. Now, while that is therapeutic for me, at some point, I think I'm going to need a more hands-on strategy, because I'm a critical thinker. I'm a critical analyzer. So I already analyze down. I remember my first time when I was going to cognitive therapy, and this was a while back when I first started experiencing panic attacks. To my panic attack girls, I'm a performer. I'm a public speaker. I do all of those things, and I still have panic attacks. Now, granted, now my panic attacks have been gone for maybe like right before Gabrielle was born, or it's been like 5 years. My panic attacks have been gone. But I tell you what I do have now, I have anxiety attacks, and I really figured out what the difference is. A panic attack will come on if you are overwhelmed and afraid, or there are triggers of fear. But anxiety attacks will come on as a result of suppressed stress. And so now in this season of my life, because so much has changed, and I've never been a mom before. This is my first time as a mom. I'm 1,000 miles away from home, away from my family. I'm really doing it on my own by myself. And so if I fumble the ball, I'm the only player on the team, you know. So that's why, it's so important for me too to have a community of supports. So if I fumble the ball, I got a quarterback, I got somebody at the goal, I got a team that can rush in, and help me. So, but in the very moment, it's not like I could walk out my door and be like, okay, let me take Gabby to mama house because I just need to woosah. No, because when I walk out that door, my mama house ain't here, So it's a very independent experience that I'm having, as a mom. So, yeah, I was telling you guys that I was feeling a little bit, overwhelmed. And so I was telling you guys the things that I have to do, but I'm glad that I did order groceries this morning, so I don't have to pick up groceries. I ordered groceries. I ordered my hygiene stuff, all of that stuff that I needed. I ordered it. I ordered gingerbread houses because Gabby and I will be doing gingerbread houses with you guys. I just need to get some wrapping paper, which I could have had shipped. Got that shipped. I can still get it shipped, but I just feel like, okay, Gabby goes to school part-time. So when she's at school, I battle between two things: getting some rest or being productive. Because Gabby is with me 365 days of the year. Shout out to all the moms that have their kids all the time. It's not a flex. It's not a flex, but it is a hard ass job, and I only got one, and I be seeing some parents with like 2, 3, 4, 5 kids, and I know they be having a support system. They gotta be having a village, because Gabrielle is so busy, and that's why she got a lot of things for Christmas too, because I needed to get my baby all the activities that she need to stay focused and stay busy. I was a very busy child too. I was involved in all type of activity, sports. Y'all, I was the MVP of the flag football team. Okay, so I was busy. I was a busy girl. One thing that I wish I would have did was run track. I wasn't really familiar with track and field. I don't think we had a track and field team at my elementary school. So a lot of the sports that I graduated elementary playing, I went on to do like in high school, or in college. Like I went on to do like activities that I was familiar with. Track was not one of those, and I wish it was, because I was very fast, and Gabrielle is very fast. I'm sorry if I'm jumping all over the place, but y'all know how it be when you talk about something and it just diverts you into something else. But anyway, so Gabrielle is very fast. Like Usain Bolt, is that his name? Gabrielle is so fast. She's fast like me, and I see that she's very, very active. So although she's going to be dancing ballet, baby girl got to do something else. Gymnastics, track and field, baby boxing, something, because that child is this little and her energy is this big. Like I always feel like I got some big person with me. Like she is fully loaded. So yeah, I have to make sure that she's always busy. But I came on here and I started talking because I wanted to talk about why these kids making us old. Baby, a child can stress you out and cause you to age. Now, I didn't get my first gray hairs. Let me see if you can see them. I don't know. They somewhere up there, but I got about 5 strings of gray hair. They long ones too. And let me tell you, I think I only got 5 because when Gabrielle was first born, we was harmonious. Now we at this pit stop where me and Gabby be bucking head to head. Like we about to go at it. Because first of all, you just learn English. You just learn how to articulate. You not about to check me, boo. Fall back, 3-year-old. Like I be about to picky power 3-year-old, because who you talking to? Who you rationalizing with? Who you connecting the dots and formulating them excellent sentences and arguments with? Not with me. Baby, my child, she is, I'm telling y'all, I'm expecting wonderful things out of my child. But raising Michelle Obama is not easy. Raising Shirley Chisholm, Madam C.J. Walker, Mae Jemison is not easy. Okay, but anyway, kids will stress you out and they will age you. It is so important to have some structure and some discipline with your kids, because baby, they will stress you out. And gentle parenting, who? I'm done gentle parenting, y'all. You know what? When you have a child, you fall in love like you've never been in love before. I am so in love with Gabrielle, and I had her since day one. I birthed her. So I know her. I know when she does something unintentionally. I know when she does something as a result of her growing. I know when she does something because her feelings is hurt. I know when she does something because she's overly excited. So I understand what she does, which causes me to pacify her a lot or let her get away with things, because I understand that it's a part of her learning. For example, I could say, Gabrielle, don't do something. And if she want to do it, she'd be like, but mommy, I want to do that. I don't want to not do it. I want to do it. And she'll express that to me. And if from the public, if somebody was to see that in the public, they'll be like, that little girl telling her mama what she want to do. But that's judgment. People don't understand that I have the type of child that I've taught to advocate for herself. I've taught her to reason for herself. I've taught her to have open conversation and dialect with mommy. But there is a certain balance to that. So while gentle parenting, or while parenting to the sufficiency of raising a healthy child, there is a balance that you have to have between discipline, love, and discipline, right? The structure that you put in them, love, the way that you overly love them, but you don't want to handicap them. So you got to have a balance between that, the discipline, the love, in the growing, like knowing that they're growing and that they're having, real life experiences. They just got here. Like they literally only just got here. So they have no experience. These are blank canvases. Children are blank canvases. They literally have never been here before. They're in a new environment, in a new world where things are happening that they never seen. So I understand that about my baby. And so I'm not very hard on her. I don't like other people to be hard on her. I don't like other people disciplining my child a lot of times, because some people will discipline out of jealousy and spite for you. You just have to be very careful with your children, which is another reason why I kind of, keep a strong grip on my baby. But anyway, kids can stress you out if you don't have structure and balance and understanding of your child. So we're at this phase now where I have to fuss more than I would like to. And I realize that it's making me old. Like every time I fuss, I feel like I'm getting older and older. I'm like, no, we're not about to have this. So now we're at the phase where I didn't lay the foundation for you. I didn't let you make the mistake a couple of times. Now it's time for enforcement. If you keep making the same mistake, I'm not going to keep threatening you saying, oh, I'm going to take your gifts away. Oh, I'm going to put you in the corner. No, off GP, you going to the corner. I don't care how much you cry. Gabrielle, I do not like to see her cry. I hate it. I love my baby, because you want to raise a child. When your child is a reflection of you, you don't want to do anything to discipline them. It becomes your weak spot, because you want your child to be perfect. You want your child to be flawless, but that's not the case. Sometimes you have to discipline your own child. And like I said, having your own child puts you in a different place in love. It's a different type of love. It's the type of love that I never experienced, because if an adult or another kid or anybody steps to me incorrectly, I'm gonna check them where they stand. But with Gabrielle, I breathe first. If you understand, I'm figuratively saying I pause first, because she's mine, and because I know, I know who she is, and I understand it. But she is 3 going on 33. So we getting at that phase where the enforcements have to be stricter, because she has my DNA, but she also have some DNA from another place. And so I have to watch out for that. And yeah, so I'm just y'all, mamas check in. Like very active, hands-on mommies check in. Like mommies that's trying to actively raise productive citizens in this world. Check in, baby, because what? Who knew motherhood would be this hard? Baby, please, it really do take a village. And moms, if you have access to your breaks, take your breaks, because the little break, 8 hours when Gabrielle is in school and I'm battling between all the other things, that is not enough. I need 3 full days, 7 days. I need a week. Gabrielle has never been away from me since she was born. So that means for 3 years, I have not had a break without Gabrielle for 3 years straight. 3 years straight. And you hear people say that, like, oh, my kid is always at home, but sometimes they go with such and such for the weekend, or they go, no, nowhere. Okay, so yeah, she's getting to the phase where I'm finna start packing her suitcase, because she gotta go. My therapist said, get rid of the things that's stressing you. She gotta go. Granted, I'm gonna be calling all day, every day, missing her, but she gotta go. So anyway, we need to get productive today. The groceries are gonna come, so we'll have to put the groceries up. We got packages to send. I need to ship out Leah's package. Walmart then sent Leah's package here, and I know damn well I put my sister's address in that Walmart. I even paid 2 separate shippings just to ship that. So they got over on the clearance item, because I did put my sister's address in there. I know I did. But anyway, they wound up shipping me Leah's stuff. So now I got to add that to Leah's box. And we already know that I'm struggling to pack Leah's stuff. I really want to get to the post office and get it done right away, because I really want to know how much it's going to cost me. And also, do I need to split her box and do 2 flat rate shipping boxes? So that's probably what we're about to get into. I'm very thirsty. That's why I ordered some groceries, because I needed like some water. Like, how the grocery store was out of water last time, like no cases of water. I think the DoorDash girl was being lazy and she did not want to carry that case of water. But anyway, it was no water. And she didn't even ask me, do I want a replacement? Like, that's how lazy she was. And I'm a big tipper on DoorDash. Let me tell you that. If you get me as a DoorDash person, baby, I tipped good. They be like, tip you this. No, baby, I always tip up either an extra $4 or $5. Like, I'm a very good tipper. And I slowed down a little bit. So tell y'all little friends, they gonna mess it up for y'all. Because I slowed down a little bit because these dashers be lazy. They be lazy. I don't know if they see the tip or they don't see the tip. And I heard that DoorDash matched the tip. Whatever you tip, I heard DoorDash match it. Now, check me in the comments if I'm wrong, but that's what I heard from this Dasher video that I was watching. But anyway, we got to get productive. So I need to do that. I need to clean up because it is a mess. That's another thing. I clean up 5,000, 2,500, 6 million times. I clean up so much. And Gabrielle got so many toys. And the fact that she's getting more toys. My whole thing about parenting, about especially mothering, is as if women don't already have enough to deal with. Like, we have so many things to deal with. For us to enter into motherhood, the most beautiful, precious gift of life, and it to be so damn ghetto and bring so much more chaos. Now, granted, you look at your child and you smile, you watch them grow. It's love, baby. But if I said it wasn't chaotic, I would be a lie. It is another full-time job, baby. Another full-time job. So, you know, I'm not getting it. And to all the deadbeat dads out there, count your days. For you not to be around and support your child, you are a piece of fucking trash. And you hear it from me. If you a deadbeat and you think because you see your child once every blue moon, or you buy a pair of shoes, or you throw a little bit of money that you deserve to be recognized as a father, you are a piece of fucking trash. And you heard it from me. Yep. Yep. In that order. Because the amount of commitment, money, time, and energy that goes into parenting is unmatched from the day the seed is planted. And I always said, if I had to say one thing, and sometimes you can't control it, because I feel like I got trapped in a situation that I could not control. If somebody pretend to be somebody else and you find out that that's not who they are, how can you be responsible for that? But let me tell you something. As much as you can, young girls, as much as you can, watch the red flags and be careful who you lay down and have a child with. When I say it can destroy your life by having a child with the wrong person, it could destroy. And I see a lot of educated girls who their mamas poured a lot into, a lot of beautiful girls getting trapped with these lazy deadbeats. And it is so disheartening and heartbreaking to see how somebody's life can go from flourishing to flatline because of who they share a child with. So if I could tell any girl anything, any young woman anything, it would be careful who you lay down and have a child with. I wanted to make this video a longer vlog, and maybe I just will. I felt like, you know, this little segment talking kind of went over longer, and I've kind of been trying to have my vlogs at like no more than 20 minutes, no less than 15 minutes, no less than 15 minutes. I kind of been teeter-tottering because I think I got one like at 13 or 14, but I feel like this little Vlogmas talk can be a whole video. But anyway, I'll include some of today's activity in this vlog. We just gonna get a longer vlog, okay? I'll see you guys in a little bit.